no position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. And the Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. To the air on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Jones. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Guys, it's almost impossible to overstate the importance of this game. The result might well be the cut line between really good bowl and the playoffs.
It's a really good point, Reese, because at this point of the season late, this is a resume builder, and this might be the win that you need to improve your status and impress the committee so that they put you in the college football playoff.
Yeah, in these top 10 games, they get more attention. More people are there, more people are covering, more people are talking about it, more people are spreading it. So obviously to do it on this stage will go a long way to determine whether this team gets in the playoff.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. From the gun, to give, looking for room.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Martin. He'll be stopped at the 44, knocked out of bounds there.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
I'll tell you what, you want to quiet this crowd down. You want to do something demoralizing to your opponent. Establish the run game early on offense.
The Nittany Lions are on the move. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Let's take just a second and talk about Penn State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. They'll try to power their way ahead. And the Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
One of the coolest things I love about football is the strategy. Like, first drive, what are they going to line up in? What are they going to try to take advantage of? How are they going to attack us? And so far, this offense has had some success. This defense now getting in their territory. They need to figure out some answers to some of these questions.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
They'll try to make up for that last one on 2nd and 15. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown.
And here comes money down for this offense. Third down execution is a premium. You work on it all week ad nauseum for these moments when you can execute when the field starts to shrink.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. Snap to the back. Gives it on the option. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Just drives it between the uprights. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And on this opening drive, the D gave up some yards, but that's okay. They buckled down when they needed to. They forced the field goal, keeping the home crowd still engaged, still excited, and now they get the football.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to the back. Breaks into the open. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. No matter what uniform the Ducks are rocking, they are dressed for success on the ground.
Yeah, and that's who they are, right? They're dressed for success. They run the football, and then after that, what do? They run it some more, and they run it fast. Every Oregon team always been built on that tempo and ground game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. He might want another play. The toss to the right. Can't get him to the ground. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the 1st period. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the 2nd. The RPO, it's complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Let's take just a second and talk about Oregon. Big moment in recruiting last week. 4-star defensive back gives a verbal commitment. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Obviously, the adjustment of speed is a big deal, but that's why you go get a 4-star guy like this. I mean, he's got speed. You play so many DBs at one time. This is a position I feel like you can transition to college really well. The expectations for him are going to be high.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that front.
Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Let's go. They'll send the back in motion. Might be calling a hot route. Moore will throw. Fires to the right. He's got an open man.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
On the run, it's Hill. Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Ducks want to move quickly. Off play action on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Green. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that, no gain on the play. All right, guys, let's think big picture for Oregon. I'm sure you guys saw this. One of the top running backs in the country, 5-star guy, gave a verbal commitment last week. What's the expectation for him as soon as he hits campus?
I mean, you don't get 5 stars very often, and you get 5 stars for a reason because you are a dude. He is a...
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Touch pass on the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy in front of us.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Steps away. Gets rid of it. He's straight downfield. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Now on 1st down from the 43. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain.
That quarterback has a hose. That dude could throw it to a car wash and not get it wet. Great job of putting that ball on a line to his wide receiver.
The Nittany Lions with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Buys a little time. Got out of trouble and throws. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. He wants to change this route. More to the air. Got the quick pass. Base to grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. Looking for a crease. It's Hill. The Ducks will keep this drive going.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be 3rd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. But you got to secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Ducks decide to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. Corrals it at the 45. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Martin. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the first down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Jones. He goes out of bounds, but not before getting it to the 32.
That's exactly what you're trying to get accomplished. You got to make sure on all these runs, clock running down, get out of bounds, right? Get some positive yards, and then stop that clock.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Fires on the move. Got his man downfield. And he's brought down after a nice game. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And last week was great for this young man. But, man, again, showing you he can do it at a high level. Just working the whole field, using different guys. He is absolutely on fire right now.
Still looking on the move. He'll step out of bounds at about the 11.
And one of the things I love about this defense is their speed. And they knew coming into the game that they were going to see quarterback run. But that time they had him all bottled up, and they were able to use their speed to make him go east and west and run him out of bounds. Not a great game.
Into the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
On that third down, they took a shot in the end zone, just couldn't connect. QB and receiver not on the same page, and now it's decision time if you're the head coach on 4th.
Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. That brings them to within 1. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will line up to kick off and start the second half. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback making adjustments. Moore will throw. With the catch, it's Moore. There he goes. He'll step out of bounds right at the 44. A big time pickup on that one. Cranking up a drive like that can really get you going. It's first down from the 44. Looking to throw on first down. Under fire. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Ducks are in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Green. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The Ducks trying to cash it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air on second down. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. Moore to the air. Backs looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! Haul that baby in and then stroll into the end zone for the score.
Well, when you call the wheel route, you need to have the right matchup, and that time they did. It was the linebacker on the running back, one-on-one. He uses his speed, beat him to the outside. That's about as easy as it can get.
But see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They'll start this drive going to the air. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
Wants to go up top on first down. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw.
Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Nittany Lions have their offense in high gear.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a first down.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They're going to run it to the right. Able to pick up a couple down to the 27.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion because that hasn't happened often for this guy. He completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up, see if they can maybe confuse this QB?
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Trying to find his man in the middle. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Moore will throw. Got it in the middle. It's Austin. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Ducks can really attack on this second and short. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Got enough for the first. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. To the air on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Johnson. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. The Ducks want to crank the tempo.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football.
Breaks into the open. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Right back to the well. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Quarterback making checks. Back to pass on 2nd down. The throw to the outside is complete. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So we open the final period with a third down play. Moore to the air. Pressure coming. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Splits the uprights, it's good. And now the lead is even bigger. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Charlotte fell behind early, and it's been an uphill climb since. Thing is, this is a program that's worked the portal about as well as anyone. These kids are tough and could just find a way. They're trailing by just 4 to Army. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Dances away to buy time. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
One of the biggest reasons today why this offense is losing in the game is they haven't been able to get it going throwing the football. This guy still has not thrown a touchdown pass. They thought coming into this game they were going to have tons of success throwing it. But you got to give the defense credit. They watched the film. They've been mixing up their looks defensively, trying to confuse this quarterback. And again, on that last deep shot, it falls incomplete.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at second down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
This time it's complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Looking to throw again. Caught over the middle. It's Courtney. At the 35, he's loose. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. That penalty cost them a third down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. And runs through another one. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
This defense better not blink. I know they've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, but just look at who they're going against. This quarterback is one of the best in the nation. They cannot rest on their laurels. Someone's going to have to...
Turning it on! What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. And the Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
You see it so much in college football when they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Wants to fire on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Snagged out of the air. And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Penn State! Before that score, considering last rites, now all of a sudden, they're not dead yet. In fact, they're feeling much better, and they're alive, and they've got a chance.
And I'm looking on the field right now, and I'm looking at their sideline. They're energized, Reese. After that last score, all of a sudden, they believe they can win this game. This is a totally different looking team than what we saw earlier.
Obvious thinking here. Get the 2-point conversion now, and all you'll need is a field goal to tie. He wants to throw it. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal here in the 4th.
And that's a sneaky big 2-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. The give as they work on that clock. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The offense changing the play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Quick completion on the out. Stopped just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a 1st down. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in a situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. Moore to the air. Finds a soft spot in the middle. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Working that left side. This result going to open some eyes around the country. They've proven behind this passing game, they probably need to be ranked a little bit higher right down the top 10.
Yeah, and mission accomplished. This is how you do it. Big stage, everybody watching. You beat a team that's ranked higher than you in this fashion. Throwing the football all over the yard, explosive offense. This will bode well for the rest of their season.
Well, they've answered some questions, too, because they've got talent throwing the ball. Everybody knew that, but could they get it done against a defense like this? Well, now you have their answer. Absolutely they can, and if they keep this up, they've got big aspirations the rest of the year.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And after that negative play on offense with the lead late in the game, I think there are still ways that you can be creative and run the football, but not be so obvious. So zone read type plays, fake dives and pitches to the running back to get him outside, jet sweeps. You can find other ways to keep the clock moving, even though the defense knows you're going to run it.
And the Ducks enter the final minute trying to drain the clock. Motion from the wide receiver. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Shakes off the defender. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks headed quickly to the line. Might be changing the route. Moore will throw. And he crosses the goal line for the late touchdown, and that one just might finish this baby off.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This offense hasn't had a ton of success today. It's because I think of some of the issues in the passing game. They've never had the rhythm. Protection has been a bit spotty and iffy. Quarterback's got to raise his level of play here late in this 2-minute situation if they're going to get the win.
Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact